Hi, so this is a video on long division. So in the last couple days, we've been working on partial division. And with partial division, it was pretty easy to see how to break apart those numbers to divide it. Long division is for those situations where the numbers are bigger and it's much harder to see how you could break it apart and divide it. So this is a strategy that you would use in those situations. The first slide that I'm going to be showing you is with base 10 blocks. So we're going to spend a bit of time doing that first, and then we're going to move on to just the symbol based, so just the number. But that'll be after you've practiced the base 10. So this video is going to show you both, but we're just going to work on one at a time. So don't stress too much if you don't understand the second set of slides. We'll get there. This is a video you can come back to. I will be doing an additional video of just a bunch of examples on a whiteboard. So you can refer to that as well. Okay, so I've worked with small numbers here just so it's easier with the base 10 blocks to help you understand what the process is. So we have 87 divided by 3. We're going to use the Fusion machine, which all of you have seen before. And we're going to turn it into a division style question. So typically with division, you have that pushed over L shape. So I'm just going to highlight that on the Fusion machine, show you where it is. And you would put this 3 in the front of that sort of pushed over L. Then we're going to put our 87 into the division symbol and the Fusion machine. So 8 tens and 7 ones. Okay, then I have to look at my 8 tens and say, how could I group those into 3s because I'm dividing by 3? So I can put 6 of them into 2 groups of 3. So I'm going to write that 2 at the top there. And then I have these 2 tens left over. So I can't group those into a group of 3. So what I'm going to have to do is pull them back into the previous compartment. Okay, and when they go into that compartment, they're going to explode into 1s because it's the 1s compartment. Excuse me. Okay, so now instead of 7 ones, I actually have 27 ones. So I'm going to take those and group those into 3s. And I have now 9 groups of 3. And that's my solution up at the top there, 29. So I have 2 groups of 10s and 9 groups of 1s. So we're going to not always be doing base 10. So we're going to be working also then just with symbols. This is what we'll be moving to next. So let's say we looked at the same question. Okay, there's my pink lines. I put my 3 in front, showing that I'm dividing by 3. Okay, I have my 87, and I have now, instead of using base 10 blocks, I'm just going to look at the number and say, okay, I have 8 items. How many of those, how many groups of 3 can I make with those? Well, if I pulled out 6 of those 8, I can put those into groups of 3s. So then I would have 2 left over from that 8 that I'm not using. So those I would have to explode back into the 1s compartment, just like I did before. So then I can go back to my 6 and say, okay, I have 6 objects. How many groups of 3 can I make? Well, 2. Okay, now move to my 1s compartment and say, okay, I have 27 objects, and I can group 27 objects into groups of 3 because 27 is divisible by 3. So I'm going to take all 27 and I'm going to divide that by 3, which is 9. So I get my solution of 29.